And so the Rotary Club of Canberra, Burley, Griffin has undertaken to bring one to the park.
So Michael, we're here in the exact location of where the Peace Bell is going to be placed. What was the...
Hi, I'm Mark Spark, and this structure is inspired by a traditional Japanese fan. Historically, the fans were given as gifts, and the different ridges represent the different roads of life. So we thought this would be quite a good metaphor for the different, for the meaning of this structure.
So Lauren did a great job on the model, working up that fan metaphor. So working together, we had to come up with a structural system of holding this up. So we're using a combination of corten roofing, galvanized steel with timber infill with a timber deck. So it's a nice contrast between the softness of the timber as well as the harshness and longevity of the steel. We expect this structure to be there for hundreds of years as a wonderful monument to peace.
Number one, I'd love to have the Peace Bell here in Canberra.
I guess in Canberra in particular, in the last 12 to 18 months, there's been a lot of domestic violence cases that have come out.
There will be a World Peace Bell here. I think it gives the families of our Defence Force the opportunity to come and express their feelings of their loved ones being in war-torn countries, and just gives them a place to find peace as well.
Everybody to give a huge round of applause to the person who really made this thing work, which is Victoria Smart.
So I'm here at our barbecue after the Right to Peace with Greg Gibbs and Arlen. They've been cooking for about 70 riders today. We've had a terrific day, raising lots of money for the Canberra Peace Bell.
The good news is the Peace Bell has arrived in Canberra.
A large cast iron bell that we told to remind us to unite in peace and for remembrance. And boy, do we need to do that at the moment. However, ours is currently packed away and stored at the Australian War Memorial, and a group of Canberrans would like to bring it out of the archives and into Nara Park in a purpose.
We have been talking about how we're going to support this bell, 300 kilograms in weight, and at the moment Fred and I are talking about certainly.
It's a beautiful bell, isn't it, Bill?
It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, I'm here with Fred and Lauren Kasparik. Guys, it's been a long journey. We've been talking together for a long time, but Lauren, how do you feel seeing that the ground has already been broken?
It's really exciting. Like, it sort of seems like it's taken so long, but it's finally here and happening, which is awesome to see.
And Fred, how will you feel about not being able to have committee meetings and things like that, and you'll be able to have your life back?
Oh, actually, it'll be a bit sad because I won't be seeing you. I can't believe, I was just thinking today, what a cheeky bugger you are. Michael, the fact you had the audacity to ask for this land. You brought me out here and go, wouldn't this be a great spot? Well, I mean, that takes a visionary to do that.
The entire planning process, dealing with the National Capital Authority and dealing with the ACT government. So I'm here with Boris Planneback from Pavilion Homes. Hey Boris, how come you got involved in the Peace Bell project?
Well, one of the things I like about the Peace Bell, it focuses on something positive and good, and I think the world needs it. Mother Teresa said once, invite me to a pro-peace rally, not an anti-war rally. And I see this as a pro-peace type rally, which is what I really like about it.
Well, we really appreciate your support, Boris. Thanks for helping us out.
No worries, thanks.
Everybody looking towards me. If I accidentally get anyone's nose out of joint, I can fix it in Photoshop.
So, Catherine, what do you think the Cubs are getting out of this Peace Bell project?
I think they're getting an appreciation of the ability to be compassionate to other people in the world.
Hey guys, we're looking straight into the camera. I can do that, yes.
I'm here with Simon Fruit from Ram Constructions. So Simon, how do Ram Constructions feel about being involved as the builder of the project?
As a builder in Canberra, it's always good to be able to contribute to the Canberra community.
Good on there. Oh, that's a good one. That's it. Damn guys, you've got the style, that's great.
In our community. I would like to say, let this peace bell be a shining light to the Canberra community because of this quote from the Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu. If there's to be peace in the world, there must be peace between nations. If there's to be peace between nations, there must be peace between cities. If there's to be peace between cities, there must be peace between neighbours. If there's to be peace between neighbours, there must be peace in the home. And if there's to be peace in the home, there must be peace in the heart. And now, let the construction begin. We're here at the Canberra Peace Park and it's the Candle Festival, 28th of October this year. But I'm really here to talk to you about that. This is the location of the Canberra Rotary Peace Bell. We've started construction, we're pretty excited about it all. We've laid footings, we've cleared the area. The next step in the process, they're going to lay the base, and then the uprights and the roof are all going to be brought in. It's going to take about 5 or 6 weeks.
Great to see so many people. And on the World Rotary Day, we welcome you to today's launch of the Peace Bell on behalf of the Rotary Club of Canberra, Burley, Griffin. An incredible fundraising effort by the club to get this project off the ground. It's been very much an idea that started in 2014 and has materialised from there, including a number of fundraisers, a 60-kilometre ride, which I took part in. Still feeling the effects of that even though it was a year ago. But the Peace Bell is one of 24 throughout the world, the first of our ceremonies in Rotary's 90th year. I'd like to welcome our special guests from right across the broad spectrum here in Canberra. Minister Gordon Ramsay, the Attorney General, who's representing the Chief Minister, Andrew Barr, distinguished representatives of a number of countries that host Peace Bells, including Their Excellencies, the High Commissioner of New Zealand, the Ambassadors of the Philippines, Austria, Ecuador and Poland, as well as other senior diplomatic representatives from Argentina, Japan, Israel and Mexico, esteemed representatives from our many religious faiths here in Canberra, Minister Shane Rattenbury, Legislative Assembly members Alastair Coe, Caroline Nakuda and Elizabeth Lee. Our speakers and other guests who've travelled from overseas and interstate to be at this ceremony today, including Katsumi Sato from Japan, Roy Sinclair from New Zealand, the Reverend Tim Costello from Melbourne, and Councillor Bill West, the Mayor of Cowra. And finally, the Rotary District Governor, Stephen Hill, Rotary presidents and members' organisations associated with the Peace Bell, representatives of the Scouting movement, generous donors and sponsors, Indigenous representatives, the many individuals and organisations who are passionate supporters of peace and of the Peace Bell project, including our choristers, other Canberra community members and of course the next generation and their guides, school children and their dedicated teachers. Before we go any further, I'd like to welcome you to a welcome to country, including the smoking ceremony performed by the Wiradjuri shows who will make their way to the front and perform the ceremony for us here today as they come through this event.
On behalf of the World Peace Bell Association headquarters, we'd like to express our sincere gratitude to the Rotary Club of Canberra, Burley, Griffin.
I'm deeply honoured to be here today on World Rotary Day to launch this magnificent Peace Bell. The 24th Peace Bell to be erected worldwide and the second in Australia.
And Prakash Bandy.